goddamn people leaving the damn TV on.
Alright, this one has to do with my house back home in Jersey. My friends were like sort of disturbed by it, and it had its own things going on that scared the Jesus out of me at times, and this is one. Back in 2002, I used to basically be alone. Parents were both out, my brothers were in the Boys and Girls Club, and I was basically, you know, home alone, and I would be in the basement and do things to occupy myself on the computer, watching TV, playing games, reading comics, and some shit. And I think this was before I got a job. So I would be there alone, and then I would spend most of the time at my next door neighbor's house, and that was basically my summers, pretty boring. I also had to clean up right before my parents got home. So one summer day, I was home alone, and you know, I was picking up the basement, cleaning up and everything, and my mother bought a new knife set. Now, you know, new knife sets, they come in the big, you know, wooden, like, you know, play sets where you put in the knives, you know, they're all nice. And our counter went, you know, came from the cabinets down, and then it went into the wall. So, you know, like a upside down L, like whoop, you know, like this. The counter hit all the way to the wall. This new knife set, like where the wooden thing is, where you put all the knives, was against the wall, nowhere near the ledge of it. So I was like cleaning these knives, right, and I was finally done. It was the last thing that I was going to clean. So I cleaned the knives and I put them all in their place in that wooden thing that it goes in, all the way back against the wall. I finished cleaning the rest of the old knives that went in this drawer. So I put it in, boom, close the drawer, right? The mail used to come at midday, and I had one of those old big Victorian fancy doors with like the metal little mini, you know, flip door where, you know, you put the mail, little slot. So, you know, and the mailman had to go to a glass door, right? So it made a lot of noise when he came in, but you know, midday, nobody's home, it doesn't matter. So I'm downstairs in the basement, and I hear this noise coming from the living room. I assume that it's the mailman, so, you know, I finished drying everything up, putting everything in its place, closed the drawer, put the knives back in their thing, and I went all the way upstairs. I go upstairs to the living room, and I noticed that the mail's not on the floor, you know, because he slides it through the little door and it falls to the floor. There's no mail on the floor. I open the doors up, and I go in there, and there's nothing. No mail, no mailman. Thought, okay, I look around the living room. Nothing. I close the doors and I head back. All of a sudden, and it's summer, right? So it's like 90 outside, and we got no AC. So I felt that it was really cold though, so I checked the thermostat, and you know, it's like 80, but yet it feels sort of cold. So then I hear this giant crash downstairs, like a bunch of stuff just fell. I run downstairs quickly to see what it was. And then I noticed that that wooden thing that holds all the knives was on the floor. It had been knocked down, and so somebody just took it and smacked it on the floor. And the drawer where the knives were was wide open, and all the knives, old and new, were scattered all over the floor. I'm the only one alone. How did that thing fly across the counter? And even if it somehow was able to, how the hell did the drawer open and the knives lift themselves and threw themselves on the ground? I'm the only one alone. At that point I saw that, and the hairs on my neck rose, and I just burst. And I went over to my friend's house, and I did not come back until my mother returned. And I even called her. I said, you know something freakish's happening? You're going to see a bunch of knives on the floor. I don't care. Grab me. Do whatever you want. Call me crazy, but I'm not coming home until that house is full of every single family member that lives in that house. I will not go inside there, period. And I didn't go back inside until my family got home. I didn't stay home alone for like about a week.